So guys, we're back with another episode, and this is the tennis section. So in case you missed it, in my last video or in my last two videos, I spoke about how players are confronting other players about issues that happen during matches. So one of the players who have confronted another player was Jelena Ostapenko, who called Taylor Townsend after their match. She called Taylor Townsend someone who lacked education. And it's been a lot of noise on social media with many people calling Jelena a racist because of the comments that she made to Taylor Townsend after the match. So 1 hour ago, um, Jelena posted something on her Instagram and she's apologizing that, hi all, I wanted to apologize for some of the things I said during my second round singles match. English is not my native language, so when I say education, I was speaking only about what I believe as tennis etiquette, but I understand how the words I used could have offended many people beyond the tennis court. I appreciate the support as I continue to learn and grow as a person and a tennis player. Goodbye, New York, and I look forward to being back next year. Jelena will laugh. So that is it there. And many people are saying that she cannot use English being her second language as an excuse. But when I heard the comment she made, though I do not agree, and in my previous videos I've made this clear that I do not agree with players picking fights with other players over what happened to the match. I think that it makes you a sore loser. You lost. Just accept that you lost. But that being out of the way, I still think that Jelena was not being racist. And I understood her saying that Townsend lacked education to be something that was related to how she behaved on the court, not how um, not how she has education in general. I do not know if you understand what I'm trying to say. I think that she was just trying to say that Townsend does not behave professionally or properly as a tennis player on court, and it had nothing to do with her overall education as a person. But guys, that is that. She's apologized, though the apology is coming a bit late since she tried to defend herself over and over and it didn't work out, and now she's coming out with the apology. I think the apology should have been the first thing. She just clarifying that she didn't mean education in a bad way, but rather how Townsend carried herself on court. But she's apologized now, and we do hope that all is forgiven. And talking about things that people are apologizing for, I want to quickly rush to something that I captured here. So again, in my last video, that is, if it's not part of what I cropped out, I did a 10-minute video and I had to crop out, edit and take out 5 minutes out of that video because I realized the sound quality was bad. Why give you a video with bad sound quality if I could just trim it? But in case you didn't catch this, I was talking about something where Tsitsipas too was another player who confronted Daniel Altmaier after their game, and because of this, so somebody recorded this, and I was able to catch it. So, oh, it's not that clear, but look at it. Let's play the video again. So, oh, it's not that clear. I'm so sorry. Let me see if I can make this clear enough. So, in this particular video, Altmaier made an underarm serve against Tsitsipas. Again, if you're asking for my opinion, I think that underarm serves. Okay, so I'm sorry, I just changed the video setting, so that is it here, and that's the ball, an underarm serve. So Tsitsipas complained about this after the match that he didn't think that it was right that Daniel Altmaier should do an underarm serve against him. And my opinion about underarm serves has always been that it should be accepted in tennis. In tennis, you are playing to win. So whatever way that you could win. And I don't know why players even complain. A player hits a ball, it hits the net, then it lands in your side of the court and you're unable to get to it immediately, and you complain that a player didn't apologize. Is it their fault that they hit the ball and they hit the net and it couldn't come to you? Even if that happened, I think that it's a good thing, because in tennis you are playing to win. So everything counts. Once you're winning, everything counts. So guys, that is it there. So this was the underarm serve that Tsitsipas complained about in the game, and I wanted to show it to you because in my previous video I couldn't record it when I was watching the match on stream. So this is another thing that is making waves on social media, and this man here, this particular man you're seeing here, his name is, I think, Piotr. They say he owns a construction company back in Poland. Let me see if I have the video. That is, I caught the video. All right, so in this video, what you're going to see is Camille, and at the time of recording this video, Camille has retired in his game against Leandro. He retired the match, so Leandro has qualified to the next stage. He couldn't even complete first set, but in this particular video here, you see that Camille is signing balls, and he gives his heart to this young boy. But this man here, this Piatto man, takes the cap from the young boy and puts it in the bag of the woman that he was working with, probably his wife, because I've read that he's married. And it was something that was very disgraceful, and people on social media have been complaining about it, and they think that a man didn't do well. And Camille has since rectified the issue. Let me see if I caught it here. Camille has since rectified the issue. He put out on Instagram a post where he wanted to find a boy and give the boy a cap. And I think since then, he's been able to find a boy and he's given the boy a cap. I wanted to see if I could find the Instagram post just to read it to you guys. Probably didn't bookmark it. Guys, forgive my internet. I'm trying my best to give you good stuff, but my internet is that poor. All right, so this is the Instagram post. So he made a story post where he says, after the match, I didn't record. So after the match, I didn't record that my cap didn't get to the boy. Thanks to ISIS tennis, I've got enough caps, so I'm prepared for that. Hey guys, could you help me find a kid from my match? It's you or your parents. If it's you or your parents who see this, please send a DM. So he's been able to find the boy. He's given a cap to the boy, and all issues rectified. But nonetheless, people are still piling up on the man for his bad attitude. All right. So moving away from Camille, we go to Djokovic. So in my previous video again, I told you guys how Djokovic was tied at 191 wins with Roger Federer when it came to the most wins on hard courts. So with his latest victory coming against Norrie where he won 3-1, Djokovic is now the lone man. He's alone at the top, number one player with the most wins on hard courts when it comes to Grand Slams. So he has 192 wins now on hard courts in Grand Slams. And talking about records, Djokovic is not the only one who is setting new records at this year's US Open. Carlos Alcaraz too has now finally gotten his 80 Grand Slam wins, and he's been able to do it in 93 matches, tied there with Rafael Nadal at position number 2. So except Borg and McEnroe, who have better records, Carlos has been able to win 80 Grand Slam matches and lost only 13 in 93 games. So he joins a very, very elite list here. And more records, Carlos has not only been able to get 80 Grand Slam wins, he followed Sinner instead to get 100 plus sets where he's won by Big Hill or a breadstick. That is 6-0 for Big Hills and 6-1 for breadsticks. So on 26th of August, Sinner's match brought him to 100 plus sets where he had won 19 sets 6-0 and 82 sets by 6-1 in 380 matches. And 3 days later, Carlos followed with a better start where Carlos now in 328 matches has won 21 of them 6-0, which is bagels, and 79 of them coming 6-1. So in fewer matches and with fewer bagels than breadsticks. So that is it there. And again about records, Iga Swiatek has reached the third round of every Grand Slam that she's played this decade, and she's the only woman to do so. So US Open made us aware of this statistic. And if you're a Carlos Alcaraz fan, you'd also be happy by the fact that your man or your boy has been able to go into the second week of a Grand Slam without dropping a set. He's into the fourth round where he's won 3 straight